Hello, in this video I'll show you how to remove and maybe replace the alternator on Skoda Octavia Mk1 1.9 TDI. The car I'll be removing the alternator from is Volkswagen Golf 4, but the procedure is very similar to this car. The alternator on this car is located on the front of the engine. It's located just underneath the hydraulic pump, which is the first pulley right there. In order to remove the alternator, first we need to remove the serpentine belt, and then we need to remove the AC compressor and also the hydraulic pump. We'll start by removing the negative terminal of the battery. Next we're going to remove the engine under tray. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Next we're going to remove this plastic cover that's covering the serpentine belt. Now we can remove the serpentine belt. To remove the serpentine belt, we need to turn the tensioner clockwise. This is the tensioner right there. I'm going to use a long wrench to turn the tensioner clockwise. This is where I need to put the wrench in and then turn it clockwise. When I turn the tensioner clockwise, the belt will get loose and then we can remove the belt. You can see I'm turning the tensioner clockwise and now the belt is loose and I can remove it. The belt is removed. Now next I'm going to remove the AC compressor. The AC compressor is held by two bolts. The two bolts are on the front. We don't need to disconnect anything on the rear, maybe only the electrical connector. We don't need to remove the refrigerant lines. And the two bolts holding the compressor, one of them is there and the other one is on this side. Now that the two bolts are removed and the electrical connector removed, I'm going to pry out the AC compressor and it will come down. Next I'm gonna go to the top of the car and remove the engine cover. Next I need to remove this air intake hose. In order to remove it, first I'm going to remove the rear part of it and then I'm going to remove the intake pipe which is on the front. To remove this air intake pipe, there is another metal clamp that I need to remove, but before I'm able to remove that clamp, first I'm going to bring up the fuel filter, and next I need to remove the headlight in order to get access to that metal clamp. In order to remove the headlight, first I need to remove the bolts holding the bumper on this side. First I'm going to remove the bolts holding the wheel arch liner to the bumper. These are the bolts that you need to remove. Next I'm going to remove the two bolts holding the bumper on the front. You don't need to remove the whole bumper, just part of it. I'm also going to remove those two bolts holding the headlights, and also remove the bolt for the bumper on this side. Now that the bumper is loose, I'm going to put the arch liner to the side, and I'm going to pull out the bumper and just bring it forward a little bit so that I can get to the two bolts that are underneath the headlight to remove the headlight. I think I have enough space now to remove the two bolts underneath the headlight that hold the headlight. I'll show you the bolts now. One of them is right there and the other one is next to it on the other side. To remove the bolts I need a long extension. That's the first bolt removed. The other one is right there. That's the second bolt removed. Now I'm going to bring the headlight to the front, take it out a little bit so that I can get enough space to remove the metal clamp for that air intake pipe. Now I'll show you a closer view of how much space I have to remove the metal clamp. You can see I have a little bit more space. To remove the metal clamp, I'm going to use these kind of pliers just to compress the clamp so that I can remove it. And that's the air intake pipe out. Next I need to remove the tensioner, but in order to remove the tensioner, first I need to remove this hydraulic pump pulley. The pump pulley is held by those 3 bolts. This is the holding tool that I'm using to hold the pulley while I loosen the bolts. And now I'm going to remove the bolts. And that's the hydraulic pump pulley out. Next I'm going to remove the 3 bolts holding the tensioner. These are the 3 bolts right there. Now that the bolts holding the tensioner are removed, I'm going to take out the tensioner. That's the tensioner right there. Next, I'm going to remove the two bolts holding the alternator. I'll show you now where they are. This is the first bolt there, and the other bolt is on the bottom, which is right there. But before removing those bolts, first I'm going to disconnect the electrical connector that's on the rear of the alternator, and also I'm going to remove that nut for the power cable. It's a 13mm nut. I'll show you a closer view. You can see the nut and the electrical connector are removed. Next, I'm going to remove the two bolts holding the alternator. This is one bolt and the other one is on the bottom. The top bolt I'm going to remove from top of the car, and the bottom bolt I'm going to remove it from the bottom of the car. This is the top bolt, and now I'm going to go underneath the car, and here you can see that's the bottom bolt. That's the bottom bolt out. Next I'm going to remove a bolt behind the alternator that's holding one of the cables to the alternator housing. Next I'm going to get a pry bar and I'm going to pry out the alternator to see if it's possible to take it out somehow. You can see now the alternator is free, but there's probably not enough space yet to remove the alternator from the car. Before being able to remove the alternator, first I'm going to remove the bolts holding this hydraulic pump. There is 3 bolts holding it. I need to remove them. Now that the bolts are removed, I'm going to pry out the hydraulic pump. Now with the hydraulic pump removed, I still don't have enough space to remove the alternator from the car. So next thing I'm going to remove is one of the cooling fans. This cooling fan, I'm going to remove that bolt on top, the top bolt, which I've already removed, and there's 2 bolts on the bottom holding the cooling fan. Here we are underneath the car, and these are the 2 bolts holding the cooling fan on the bottom. Now that the bolts are removed, I'm going to bring down the cooling fan, and then we should have enough space to remove the alternator from the top of the car. And now I'll try to take out the alternator. There should be enough space. And that's the alternator almost out. Now we can repair it or replace it, and then putting it back on is in the exact reverse order. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.